The main event of Monday Night Raw, it was a six-man tag team match involving the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn alongside the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins versus the Judgment Day, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio, his new nickname. In this match, I have to say, was not very good. It was actually a hot ass mess. There was apparently some miscommunication regarding some spots before the match took place. And you can tell because people were on different pages from different books in different libraries throughout this match. Very noticeable sloppiness from seasoned vets out there that should know better in a lot of ways, but every night's not going to be an on night. It was an off night and it was on full display. But the good news is for Judgment Day, they put aside their beef for a night and they got the win as Damian Priest and Finn Balor took out Sami Zayn down the stretch, and that could open up an avenue for them to get a tag team title shot between now and SummerSlam, with Dom in that position, as Finn will go after Seth Rollins once again for the World Heavyweight Championship. That appears to be the storyline trajectory. But I do want to get into some Judgment Day tea, as we had some infighting once again between Finn Balor and Damian Priest. And as Scott predicted on this show last week, we got some people picking sides, and Finn asking Dominic, hey, you on my side? And Rhea is being a bit defensive of Damian. So you kind of see the splinters starting to show a bit regarding where one's allegiances lie with Judgment Day, and it's going to lead to some dissension down the road. But for this week, it appears the Judgment Day is on one accord for now, but you do sense a slow burn of a breakup is upon us, Scott.
Yeah, I don't know if there is, because I have a little bit more hope after NXT. After watching this Raw, yeah, you could definitely see that a little bit, and the match wasn't that great. It seemed like a little bit of just, I don't know, like you said, sometimes you're just off, but there's not really much to add to that. The match wasn't that great. The tag champs take a loss. Judgment Day just pretty much ran the whole week at WWE. All he had to do was show up on Friday, and like we've already established, we don't care about the draft rules, so they should have just showed up and had a match anyway. But yeah, I think the Judgment Day is one of the best things WWE has going, just as far as everybody feels like they're doing something and trying to go after something. There's a goal, there's a purpose for what they're doing. So I hope this isn't for them to break it up, because I think there's still a lot of mileage left with them as a team. And even with them adding JD whenever that does happen, because that's got to just be a natural progression of this group.
Sure, that was not teased backstage for nothing a few weeks ago. But then again, we had Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin talking to MVP, and the Hurt Business 1.0 and the Hurt Business 1.0 is not getting back together anytime soon. So sometimes backstage teasers are that. Just teases and things can be dropped. Here's hoping they pick up on that regarding JD McDonough's future in Judgment Day down the road. But Paul, your thoughts on the main event that was very sloppy in nature, and the Judgment Day getting back on one accord for now?
I'll be honest, like I didn't even really notice the issues. I'm kind of bad with noticing stuff like that. I mean, there was one spot where they clearly I think it was like a hit that was supposed to go to the back of Finn, and he was in the wrong spot, and like it looked kind of wonky. And then I didn't really think about it until people were talking about it the next day. But I was more interested in just kind of the dynamic between the different members of the Judgment Day, and where that was going, and it seemed like they were on the same page, and then maybe they weren't. And I know that everyone is kind of expecting Damian Priest, if they do have a like a split, that Damian Priest would be the one that would go babyface. But I'm kind of starting to wonder maybe if, like you've got Damian and Dominic, who are, like kind of that Latino background, Puerto Rican Latino. And then, Rhea is honorary. She's Big Mommy. So, she'd be with them. And then maybe it would actually be Finn that would go off on his own with JD. So that, like maybe it's kind of a swerve there. I don't know. But so I'm still like, it's not quite obvious where they're going, but I agree that I think it's too early to split them up, because they're doing so well. I mean, they're running Raw. They show up on NXT. They're huge stars, and I mean, they're moving ratings. And I think it's like WWE's just like, they got so many characters right now that are hot, and these are for them. So don't fix what ain't broke.
Exactly. Don't rush a breakup right now when they're moving ratings with NXT, and NXT is, holy shit, a top 2 show on Tuesday nights. Holy shit.
Ridiculous.
The turnaround.
Yeah.
The turnaround. Oh my God.
They're gonna
That's Dirty Dom right there. Dirty Dom.
Oh yeah, Dirty Dom and Wes Lee next week. Can't wait.
Wesley might have to earn a bonus check.
Yeah.
For what he's gonna have to do. Because Dom, that's a big test for you, homie. We're gonna see what you're gonna do on Tuesday. But yeah, NXT is a top 2 show on cable on Tuesdays. When at one point this time last year, they were like, scraping in the 30s, the 40s, sometimes outside the top 50. But now, like, they are really running Tuesdays right in time for contract renewal season, and USA is going to throw them a bag, and good for them.